It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC West. It's the Bolts and the Raiders, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Charger offense makes its way out for the first time in this ball game, and leading the way, already a star in just his third season. It's Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw football. That's something I can do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when there are bodies on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
And here's a six-year man, Austin Eckler. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 29, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
It's one play at a time, baby. Let's go. Go get it now.
Herbert off of play action. Flush to his right. And now look at this. Big game, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, they'll go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
Going to certainly have taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap, and the second he sees an opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, they'll burn you.
Let's do this, man. They got to work that ball, baby.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on a completion, and it's 2nd down. Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. That one a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely looking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
2nd and 2. Once again, it's Jacobs. Dances by him. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
Yeah, athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield, get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Carr completes it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, for running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense. You've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And the next-gen stat shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Here's Carr to throw. Complete here to the right to Bolden. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. It feels pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Here's Jacobs. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3, a gain of 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Jacobs again. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. Dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Carlson able to put this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. It's a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys are good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Now sets up to kick this away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 score as they start 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Got an open man, it's Josh Palmer. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This would be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Here's Bolden to start the drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Carr. And the reception made over the middle. This is Bolden. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing a linebacker position, when they see a running back out the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Carr. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Carr now to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. Play it started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down. Carr to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 14. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you man covered with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense has an elite receiver. If you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this 2nd go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Chargers' 16-yard line.
Free nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it second down and 12. Carr. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The pickup goes for 13 and sets them up first and goal.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up and making sure it was a catch.
To throw his Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Foster Moreau from 3 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead.
There's a guy can go to his progressions and find the open receiver. I believe we just saw that there.
And we admire him just a little bit more when it goes for a touchdown. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up first and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A good gain of 9 brings up second and 9 at the 31-yard line.
And just a yard to go here on second down. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. It's Eckler again. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on second and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. Eckler now between the tackles. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down about the 39. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down and 6. Here's Herbert. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Chandler Jones coming in to drop it for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem it in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you got someone to tackle him.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. Fair catch signal for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Come up 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one's a 1st down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7. Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
It's a game. Brings up 3rd and
4. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Carr. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll find Moreau here. And he'll work this down inside the 30.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Catch made, it's Moreau. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. On 1st down, Carr. Working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
to gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 16-yard line.
From the 16, Carr. Oh, the slant connects with Devontae Adams. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Foster Moreau with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now. They've ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Carlson now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped to the 23. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now it's Herbert. They'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best, and keep him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, can make someone miss in the open field.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Once more, here's Eckler. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to the guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Running on first down, Eckler. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him toes if that one was completed.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer from 10 yards out. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look at each other and know the route is going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Chargers 7.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to go. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. And that's complete to Adams. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Here's Carr to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. 2 yards on the pickup there. And we've got a third down and 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. And able to complete it to Moreau. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
The previous play is under review.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that will overturn. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half. And they did have some success running the football in those first 2 quarters. And that might be something they continue to work on as they try to get back in this game. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. With a lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball. How about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now for Carr. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. Here comes Carter. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced the punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll be taken down at about the 45.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there on the opening play of this drive. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Herbert now. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
A dependable running back is a coordinator's best friend, someone you can trust in those situations to push forward and get the yardage you need however possible.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's got Allen. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Herbert. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll keep it moving down the 15-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now at this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Eckler. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside, but he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rivet.
The goal was certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this age, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. That means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken in at the 3. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get better, more sustained drive going here. Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Carr now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Can't fault the offensive line for that incompletion at all. He had all day to throw the football. Their alarm clocks went off early today, didn't they?
Absolutely they did. He was surveying, finally let it go, but incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Carr. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down and then some, 36 yards. That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller, because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Carr throw again. That's caught by Hollister. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
Ball start, offense.
Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there.
Still first down.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. To throw, it's Carr. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Carr. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. The kick by Carlson is good, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So a nice kick there as they were able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it, and they do so right there.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. LA set to take over again on offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some point on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Herbert on 1st down now. Pass caught right side by Palmer. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches. 38-yard line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Throw complete there. Rodgers. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
On the give, this is Eckler. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Maybe only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could easily have been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
2nd and 7. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain, so he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 73 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
A handoff, it's Eckler. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And Well, that wasn't a huge one. That's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
2nd down and 7. Going on the ground with Eckler. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's going to have another first down as a tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. So it's a quarter that's all these two teams trade field goals here as we reach the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Draw play, it's Eckler, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. I just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Herbert. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taking it about the 1. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pump his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And he'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the 32-yard line.
On play action, it's Carr. It gets this one to Johnson. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Now, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And that's complete to Adams. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Carr. Looking deep for Adams. Touchdown Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Carlson on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And Devontae Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that one complete downfield to Allen. The 20. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, 65 yards. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. The extra point forthcoming. And the lead is down to a field goal now. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tiny 2-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raiders have the ball back and here comes Devontae Adams to the field again.
And I know that they double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 31-yard line.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Bolden. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, first down pickup of 8.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on his lead here in the 4th quarter.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed strict for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Carr completes it. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On first down, Carr. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, rings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And he gets it to Bolden. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throw left side complete. That's Adams.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing now is Carr. And he will find his man on the outside. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
Carr to throw again. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Carr going to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Carlson is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Charger defensive unit making their way back out there. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles would be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on a pickup. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Up the middle with Eckler. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
First down, Chargers.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Herbert going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got Eckler.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety foul.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there's no yardage gain. Because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their program was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play. Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
Herbert.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see
Personal
who this is
foul,
on.
roughing the passer, defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Herbert.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right, your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran's showing he still has the agility.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
That completion comes out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Throwing, Herbert.
And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. So this defense, they look a little shaky to start the drive. The bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try to hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you get the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
For the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Herbert.
And it's caught.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Herbert.
And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. The dramatic score to tie it, and now they just need the PAT to get the lead late 4th quarter.
So much for the touchdown maker. It's all about the extra point attempter. And I can't wait to see how this one turns out.
So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have got the lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a bouncing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Carr to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see.
Let's go do this thing, baby.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing his Carr. This for all marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.